In this video, we are going to see some jobs in English. Let's begin. Nurse, doctor, bank teller, receptionist, veterinarian, teacher, plumber, mechanic, police officer, vendor, cashier, architect, accountant, pilot, baker, chef, driver, actor, actress, politician, flight attendant, singer, website designer, security guard, manager, psychologist, florist, maid or housekeeper, bellhop, shoemaker, dressmaker, firefighter, waiter, janitor, fisherman, farmer, dancer, fitness instructor, salesperson, lawyer, judge, electrician, barber, hairdresser, painter, and clown. Now here we have some workplaces, the places where people work. House, hotel, school, mall or supermarket, airplane, arena, tech company, hospital, clinic, police station, streets, bakery, restaurant, office, shoe shop, pet clinic. There's a question here that says, who works in an office? For example, a manager works in an office. Another example, who works in a school? A teacher works in a school. Who works in a house? A maid works in a house. So you need to mention the profession or occupation and works, and also you mention here in this position the place where they work, the workplace. And here we have some activities that people do when they work. For example, wear formal clothes, attend patients, teach, answer phone calls, talk to people, handle money, make shoes, cook food, protect people, take people to places, make cakes, make clothes, stand all day, sit all day, and wear a uniform. And again, we have another question here that says, who stands all day? Who stands all day? And the answer, a vendor stands all day. A vendor stands all day. We need to use the S with the verb stand because a vendor is one person. It's he or she, the third person. That's why we conjugate the verb for the third person. Stands. A vendor stands all day. Another example. Who wears a uniform? Who wears a uniform? And the answer, a police officer wears a uniform. A police officer wears a uniform. Now here you can see some yes/no questions about jobs or occupations. Remember that for yes/no questions with the simple present, you need do or does, plus the subject, plus the verb in the base form, plus the complement. For example, do you have a job? Do you have a job? If the answer is yes, you say, yes, I do. If the answer is no, you say, no, I don't. Notice that we have do because the subject is you. And then we have the verb in the base form plus the complement. In the second question, we have does because the question is about a mother, and a mother is she, third person. So the question is, does your mother work in a restaurant? Does your mother work in a restaurant? If the answer is yes, you say, yes, she does. If the answer is no, you say, no, she doesn't. And the last question is with the plural, they. Do police officers protect people? Do police officers protect people? In this case, the question is about police officers. Police officers is they. That's why we use do. Do police officers protect people? If the answer is yes, we say yes, they do. They because it's police officers in plural. If the answer is no, you say no, they don't. Here we have some WH questions or information questions about jobs. For information questions with the simple present, you need a WH word plus do or does, depending on the subject. If the subject is I, you, they, or we, you use do. If the subject is she, he, or it, we use thus. So let's see the formula. WH word plus do plus the subject plus a verb plus a complement. For example, what do you do? What do you do? This question is a question about your profession or occupation. It's similar to what is your job? What is your job? What do you do? What is your job? What do you do? I am a barber. I am a barber. That is a profession or occupation. Next question. Where do you work? Where do you work? This question is about the location, the workplace. Where do you work? Or what is your workplace? I work at Julio's barber shop. So this is the name of the business, the place where I work. Because it is a specific place, we use at, Julio's barber shop. Because it is a specific business, we use at. I work at Julio's barber shop. And the last question says, how do you like your job? How do you like your job? This question, it's about your opinion. How do you like your job? It's like, what's your opinion about your job? What do you think about your job? So the answer is, I love my job. I love my job. This is the opinion. Now here we have information questions with the third person, he, she, or it. This question is about the mother. What does your mother do? What does your mother do? My mother is a professor. My mother is a professor. In this case, we have does because it's the mother, and the mother is she. What does your mother do? My mother is a professor. That is her occupation or her profession. Next question. Where does she work? Where does she work? She works at Was University. She works at Was University. In this case, this is the name of the university where she works. She works at Was University. This is her workplace. And the last one, how does she like her job? How does she like her job? In this case, this is her opinion about the job. Her opinion of the job. And she says she hates her job. She hates her job. So in this case, this is negative. She doesn't like her job. When the question is, how do you like your job? You can answer with these expressions that are here, depending on how much you like the job or not. If you like it, you can use the expressions in this area. if you don't like your job, you can use the expressions here in this area. For example, if you love your job, you can say, I love it, or I like it a lot, or I really like it. But if you don't like your job, if it's negative, the comment, you can say, I don't like it, or I hate my job, or I dislike it.